A minute to learn it. Applying for financial aid. Here are 4 tips when applying for financial aid. 1. To apply for financial aid, you must complete the free application for Federal Student Aid, FAFSA, which becomes available on October 1st each year. You are encouraged to complete the FAFSA as early as possible to have the greatest access to financial aid funds. 2. Completing the FAFSA is free. There is no fee to apply for financial aid. Be aware of scams that charge you to apply. 3. You do not need to be admitted to a school in order to apply for financial aid. However, you do have to be admitted and registered for classes to receive financial aid. 4. If you have any questions about the FAFSA or the financial aid process, contact the Financial Aid Office. A minute to learn it. Federal aid eligibility. Here are 7 facts on federal student aid eligibility. 1. Complete the FAFSA even if you think you may not qualify, as it is the key to unlocking financial aid in the form of grants, work study, and loans. 2. Submit all required forms and documents requested by the Financial Aid Office. 3. You must be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen. 4. You must have a high school diploma, GED, or have completed homeschooling. 5. If male, under the age of 26, you must be registered with the Selective Service. 6. You must be enrolled in an eligible program of study and maintain satisfactory academic progress. 7. If you have a bachelor's degree, you will not be eligible for a federal Pell Grant. However, you may still be eligible for other federal student aid programs.
A minute to learn it. Grants review. 6 important things to know about grant money for college. 1. The FAFSA is the first step towards getting grant funding. Federal, state, and school grants all start with a completed FAFSA. 2. Grants are free money. You don't have to pay them back. 3. Some grants have limited funding and are awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. The sooner you complete your application, the better your chance of getting grant funding. 4. The Financial Aid Office will let you know if you're grant eligible, or if they need more info from you. Follow up on any requests from financial aid to make sure your application is complete. 5. Once your paperwork is done, grant funds will pay towards your school bill, reducing your out-of-pocket expenses. 6. To stay eligible, you'll need to complete your classes and keep your grades up.
A minute to learn it. Borrowing student loans. Here are 5 tips for borrowing student loans. 1. You'll have to pay loan money back over time. 2. Your lender will keep a processing fee out of your loan funds. For example, if you borrow $5,000 and your loan fee is 1%, the lender will keep $50 of your loan for a processing fee, and the remaining $4,950 will be dispersed to your school. When the loan pays out, you'll get a little less than what you borrowed. 3. Interest is the fee you pay lenders for letting you use their money. The longer it takes you to repay your loan, the more interest you will be charged. 4. Stay enrolled at least half time to maintain in-school status so you don't start repayment. 5. Loan payments typically begin 6 months after you stop attending school. This time is called a grace period.
What does SAP stand for? SAP stands for Satisfactory Academic Progress. Federal regulations require that a student has met and continues to meet some basic academic progress standards before he or she can receive federal financial aid. Each school sets its own SAP policy within federal guidelines, and students must meet the requirements of the SAP policy of the school he or she is enrolled in to be eligible for federal financial aid. Every school's SAP standards include 3 components. 1. A qualitative measurement component, such as a grade point average, GPA, or the equivalent. 2. A quantitative measurement component, defined in terms such as pace rate, rate of progression, completion rate, progression rate, etc. 3. A maximum time frame of program completion is sometimes referred to as maximum time length, unit limit, excessive hours, or maximum credits allowed. For students not meeting SAP requirements, the school's SAP policy explains your options and how to get back to good standing, as well as appeal and approval processes. Please make sure to review the school's SAP policy to understand your responsibilities as a student receiving federal financial aid.